You can't just be like.
Blooper.
I feel like if I move, it's gonna like touch
like
it.
I'm mic'd up.
Like I feel like it's gonna go. I feel like when I do this, it might like.
No.
Yeah, just start talking really quick.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm great.
All right. Welcome to Imobtalk. I'm Vari Bands, and this is my special guest, Kat. How you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Long time no see.
For
man.
real.
How's
Long
life
time.
treating you?
Really good.
Good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. You know, just staying busy. You know, making it make sense and everything. So tell them where to follow you at on social media. Where should they follow you at?
All my social media is Umitskatya, and I'm on pretty much everything except for Facebook.
There you go, man. So how you been, man? How's everything, man? How's being in where you at in LA, right?
I'm living in LA.
Where in LA?
Near downtown.
Downtown? How you liking that? How's the transition from being in Eugene to going to LA?
Like as far as like the scenery and like the air.
There you go. The air,
okay,
the
scenery and the air. Okay, like the air quality is terrible. Can't breathe, smog, great, beautiful. Scenery completely different. It's like all city, all just fast life, bunch of lights. Sorry.
No, sorry. We smoking the gas.
Yeah.
My bad.
But as far as like living, that's just it. It's just like way faster. There's more to do. I feel like I can wake up at any point in the day or the night and be like, I want to go do something, and I have like access to do it.
Shit to do.
Yeah, and there's no time to just be like, oh, like I can't find. You know how sometimes like I remember being out here.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a fucking job. I would apply to hella coffee shops, tanning salons, like
I remember
all the fun things.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get hired until I just started dancing. But anyone gets hired.
Yeah.
I mean hired. When I started dancing, I realized like everybody just pretty much gets hired, but that didn't count. That didn't come then. But you go to LA and there's no excuse. There is everything for everybody. There's so many businesses and opportunities. Like you're always gonna make money there. It's definitely a city where finances are constantly like moving, and it helps you like figure out what is it that you really want to do. Right. Whereas here it's like
you're limited.
There's not limited. There's no options. You have to create something for yourself. There's not much assistance, which don't get me wrong, sometimes it's better to do things on your own, but sometimes it's not bad to ask for help. Exactly. And like that's something I had to learn, like for real. Yeah.
What made you feel like what transitioned you to make you feel like I had to ask for help? Because that's a hard thing to do, because I know it was hard for me. You know what I'm saying? When I came out here, I really got in tune with just asking for help and expressing how I felt, because when I'm out where I'm from, because we're from sunny San Diego, you gotta keep things in. When you see things, just keep it moving, like, you know what I'm saying? So transitioning to that, what made you feel like, okay, was it just because it was like, all right, I really have to learn how to be an adult for you to be like, I need to understand, like, ask for help and stuff? What made you start feeling like that?
No, I wouldn't say that, because I've like been on my own mentally for like so long that I never had that, I have to be an adult. That's always been in my head. To me it was, okay, I've created this for myself. I've been able to put myself into this situation or that situation where, let's say something is supposed to be like, you make a deal like with someone for collaboration or something like that, and there's no payment, or there's like whatever was the agreement wasn't agreed on, or scammed, finessed. Then I realized, I can put myself in this position, but professionally, like sometimes like I've gone shit where I haven't been paid, or I didn't get what was supposed to be part of the agreement, or this or that. So it's like, maybe if I had help with someone who like really does this shit, they can make it so that I can actually like exactly. Right. Because like, I mean, free game, right? That can get you so far, but there comes a point where it's like, okay, if you want to take something to like the next level professionally and seriously, you have to have like people on your team.
Right. Is there one thing that you learned from being out here and being out there, as far as in what I say? Because like I said, I can relate, because I come from San Diego, that fast life. Just as far as like understanding, like you got to go out and get it. Compared to out here, it's like you can still go out and get it, but it's like you don't have to spend money, I guess, if you want to. So how did you understand and transition, like, I gotta be out here really going to go get it if I want to be an entrepreneur? Basically, I guess I'm asking, like, how did you decide to choose the entrepreneur life and knew that you was built for it?
I think it comes from having like a hustler mentality, which I feel like it's passed on through just generations, family. So I feel like that has always been in me. So
like your family, like you come from that background. Okay.
So I feel like every time, because I've been working jobs since I was 16. My first job was at McDonald's, like when I was in high school, and I worked pretty much in everything, medical, retail, food, everything. And I was like, this isn't for me. It's really not. And I was like, I want to do shit on my time. Like, I want to do something that makes me excited, like, you know, makes me want to, like, I don't know, go to work or like have the freedom to go do things in life. And like,
so
let's
you
be honest,
understood basically, like, if I choose to not take the work life and the entrepreneur life, I know I got to go out and get it. You already knew that, or somebody told you, or did you ask somebody, like, you know what I mean? Because it sounds like a weird question, but it's a real question that certain people want to, like, they need to understand the difference between when you hop in the entrepreneur world and opposed to you know, working a regular job. You working a regular job, you know, consciously every 2 weeks or every month, like, I'm gonna get a check. You get what I'm coming from with that?
I feel like you have to have a conversation with yourself. You want to decide, do I want to be comfortable? Do I want to be a part of a system that was created? Or do I want to go do something for myself and create my own system and be uncomfortable, but have great rewards? You know what I mean? That's really, that's what comes down to it, because I know lots of people that say, oh, you know, they wonder about doing all these things, but then I talk to them about it and they're comfortable doing their fucking boring ass life. And that's the thing. But they've thought about it, but they won't do it.
Exactly.
So it's all up to everybody. They have that feeling. They just won't do nothing about it.
I feel like it's more like getting out your comfort zone and understanding, like, I put it in terms like this, no disrespect to anybody that gets some money, but it's like a lab rat. You know, you got to get you train yourself to be a lab rat to go in and do this. I know that I'm going to get this check at the end of the day, instead of understanding, like, being innovative, being creative, creating something like what we're doing right here, now, creating a conversation for people to understand, like, I'm an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? It took me 6 years to get where I'm at, and I'm 32 years old, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my youngins to understand, like, bro, you can do this at a young age, but it don't have to be trapping, it don't have to be, you know, selling whatever, but it's just your creativeness, bringing something to real life, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that you got to do this every day and you can do it on your own. So a lot of people really think, like, I don't want to go out of my comfort zone where I know I'm getting a constant check, that if I go in this world, I have to go find it. People are not comfortable with being uncomfortable. And you understood that if I choose this life, I'm going to be uncomfortable. And you overcame it to a point where now you got a routine where you know, like, all right, I know what this works. If this don't work, then I can go back to this. And if this don't work, then I can go here. You basically planted seeds where you know you can, you know what I'm saying, prevail and you know, succeed. So, so you know what I'm saying. Another question I wanted to ask, what are some things that you can give people that need inspiration or have confidence? Because I see, like, you know, see what you're doing with the commercials and our promo, like little TikToks and things. Doing really well, by the way, I have to tell you.
Thank you.
You know, you're doing things like that. How did you get in that field? What made you, like, you know, let's first start off with what made you decide to get in that field? Like, you know what, I'll do some, you know, TikToks or skits and stuff that's funny like that. What made you get in that?
So like into the skits thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically I had met one of my friends at the club, right? And we clicked and they were just cool, and they had introduced me to somebody that like manages a lot of people that are in the industry, and that person had introduced me to that long neck kid. And so he's like, you guys should like exchange information. And I was like, okay, like I don't even for what. He initiated it, but I was like, what do you mean? Like, I've never done anything like that before, so I didn't really understand it, because I wasn't really about that. I just thought, oh, maybe like this kid can like take me to, you know, I'm 21. I was like, maybe this kid can invite me to some cool party. Like, my mindset was way different. And he was like, hey, like, let's make a video. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, what? And then he's like, yeah, let's make a video. I was like, okay. So I was like, well, let's do it. And at first, at that time, I was doing OnlyFans. So I was like, let's just put it on OnlyFans. So I can just make some money or something. And he's like, no, let's put it on Instagram. And I was like, okay, because I didn't really understand like what it was gonna do.
Was it like a mindset like you wanted to promote it more on there, or like what was?
I just wanted money. I didn't want I didn't want like the clout or whatever. But from the clout, like obviously there was pay.
You know how that game goes.
So he basically like helped my Instagram grow like hugely, and from there I like had other influencers that hit me up that did videos, and they started inviting me to do shit. And then I had ran into somebody on an airplane, and they had been looking over my shoulder, and they noticed that I was like talking to somebody that I do skits with, and they're like, oh, I know that person. And then they like pulled down their mask, and I was like, oh shit. And so we collabed. So like it literally just started from a simple meeting somebody in somewhere that I literally just moved to LA. It was like the first club I ever worked at out here, like living here. It was my second shift. I like wasn't wanting to be there. Like I was like, I gotta leave. Like this is terrible. And like because I was there on that day at that time, I met someone that like literally changed a lot of shit for me.
And most importantly, like you was open. Like you wasn't just like, you know, a lot of people.
I have a pretty good like.
Exactly. And don't let that change you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. But just the simple fact that you're open to give it a shot. Like, you know, let's try it. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You open and you're not like too good for people, and people miss the opportunities on things like that because of something simple like that. So that's good that I seen that you're open. As an entrepreneur, you should know, like, be open to try new things, because you never know what other doors open or opportunities happen for you. So that's good on your part, man. That's good on your part. Another thing that I would like for you to do for everybody, for people out there, man, what is something that's inspirational or motivational that you can give to them as far as chasing a dream or anything that they might doubt themselves in?
Don't take no for an answer, and whoever doubts you, just remember that they're in your way.
Thank you. Well, shout out to Kat for being out here, man. I appreciate her showing support, man. Long friend, long relationship. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her pulling up, showing me love, man. And you know it's mine.
So many mixed emotions, got this weight on my chest, got me feeling like Superman with this S on my chest. Got the crib in his S550, feeling blessed. Put the pedal to the floor, I ain't settling for nothing less. If it wasn't a lesson, it was definitely a blessing. I knew it was my time when I made it out them trenches. And these niggas ask for handouts, these niggas really pressing. I know I'm the man now, this shit can get reckless.